Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm in Ubi in Singapore. I'll be visiting Lenbrook Asia. They're having the launch of the BLUESOUND Node ICON, their latest product, the most premium BLUESOUND node. And let's see the event, and I'll share with you guys what's available.
So it's just when you think about it, for playing products, you have to be very careful because if you go on the fixed volume, the signal will be a bit. So even the soft. So far I have not connected the soft. But the question most of them correct. So 10 years old. Normal sound output giving you a signal as a output. So you slow that is basically slow for some. This is not anything formal, but I want to introduce to you the full range of the Node series that we just launched. Well, the highlight of today's event is especially the Node icon. Actually, the majority of you that actually came here has expressed interest on the Node icon. For those who are interested in the Node Nano and Node as well, don't worry, I will also go through it, but hopefully after this, after you listen to it, then you will upgrade to the Node icon. Right? Okay, so I'm just going to begin to tell you a little bit about all the products, slides. I hope I don't bore you to death, but I'll try my best. Okay, so I'm going to play a video clip to introduce to you the whole series, or the whole lineup of the Node. Actually, I just realized I didn't introduce myself. Sorry about that. My name is Wei Shen, surname Tan. I'm actually the business development strategist for Lenbrook Asia. So I've been in this industry probably about 10 years right now. This is my 4th year working with Lenbrook Asia. And yeah, so you can call me Shen, you can call me Tan, up to you, right? So I'm going to begin with the Node Nano. And this is just I'm going to show you a video about the Node Nano. So, the Node Nano was launched to actually cater to most of the markets for people who want to start hi-fi. But you know, hi-fi sometimes can be a little bit scary to the younger generation or people who are not used to hi-fi. So when we manufactured or when we produced Node Nano, it was in mind of a streamer-only, budget-friendly streamer for your system. So basically, just add a streamer to your system. So if you are a beginner, right? I mean, we all have to begin somewhere, right? If you are a beginner like me, when 10 years ago, I didn't have any clue about hi-fi as well. So this device is actually a core streamer functionality, whereby you just plug a streamer to your preamp, your amp, and you're good to go. Now, one of the interesting highlights about this Node Nano, okay, it has audio outputs, is actually the DACs that are in it. It uses the ESS SABRE SABRE DACs, which is actually one of the top, or actually the top 2 DACs that's manufactured from ESS SABRE. Now, 9039Q2M is actually we use the same DAC across all the nodes, just for your information. So, regardless of whether it's 399, 899, or 1399, all of them gets the same DAC. Okay, so better DAC means lower noise, there's noise reduction, less interference, and you get cleaner sound. Okay, so if you look at the back of the Node Nano, very simple. RCA out, coax out, optical out, no input, and it's actually powered via USB-C. Look at that. Okay, the LAN cable, you can connect a LAN cable to it, and the USB is you can read local files. You can read flat file, wave files, and it's also for update or upgrades. So this is the Node Nano. So in this system that today we're going to play, it's a pretty simple setup. The subs are not connected. It's a pure 2.0 setup, connected, powered by the M23, and the Node Nano is connected to the M23 via RCA out. Okay. So what we're going to do now, I'm going to show you. This is actually the DAC in comparison of what ESS SABRE has manufactured. If you go to the website today, this is what you see. And the 9039Q2M, you can see it's on top there. It's actually one of the best DACs that you can get out there in the market today from ESS SABRE. And right now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to play the same track throughout all the notes, and you be the judge. So I'm going to play good, better, best. You hear whether there's a difference. I'm going to play the same track, and let's switch for the Node Nano and the N132. I'm going to play the same track at the same volume. Right? Right. So we ready? So, and this is how it sounds.
A place to go to think and ponder.
Right. So just a sneak peek into how the Node Nano sounds. Maybe later if you have a little bit more time, you can try a different track. So remember the track, we're going to play that on the 132 after that. Alright? So let's move on to the Node N132. We're going to go through it. This Node is actually one of our best sellers. In fact, I just spoken to some of you here. You actually own the N130. So this is actually a step up from the N130. We call it the N132. I know the name can be a bit confusing. throughout the Node, we just call it Node. So for consumers, just know that the old Node is called Node 2021, the new Node is called Node 2024. So some of you actually own the Node 2021, and you have told me that you actually really like it. Now this is a step up from the 2021. Let's talk a little bit about the specifications. Again, it uses the same DACs as the Nano, but right now, one of the upgrades that we actually did for the 132 is we upgraded the power supply unit. So we actually added additional filters on the PSU, on the DC output, so that you get cleaner sound for that. This also comes with a AAA THX headphone jack for headphone lovers, and it comes with a full-size jack right now. And if you notice, this is actually the only noticeable difference in terms of the outlook from Node 2024 as compared to 2021. If you look on your right, the 2021 Node there uses a 3.5 mm jack out, whereas this Node 2024 is a full-size headphone jack here. AAA THX headphone amplifier, we have actually cranked up the power on it as well, so you get a little bit more output from the headphone amplifier as well. For Android users or people who has Bluetooth headphones, good news, we have now aptX adaptive coding from Qualcomm. Previously it was aptX HD, now it's aptX adaptive, which means better response in terms of the bit rate. Okay, but obviously your device must be able to support aptX adaptive coding as well. Alright? Now, pay attention to the next software upgrades of the Node that you will probably find it very interesting. If you would like to hook up your TV to the Node, it now supports Dolby digital decoding as well from your TV. And for the first time ever, we have actually introduced DSD Playback that you can hook it up to your USB on the Node. So we actually had a lot of customers coming to us. They said, hey, why the Node N 2021? I want to play my DSD file. But guess what? You can actually do that now. In fact, the DSD Playback was actually just launched via a software update probably about last month, about a month ago. So right now, if you buy the Node N132, you can play DSD file. And the third most interesting feature of the Node N132 is Dirac ready. But just for your information, Dirac Live will only be launched targeted on Q1 of next year. And it doesn't come with a mic, and you have to buy the software directly from Dirac. As of now, the price for all the other Dirac ready software devices is about $99 USD, but I believe it's for one account. But we have to check back with Dirac again on that. So you can actually do room calibration with your Node, which is, if you ask me, that's actually quite a game changer. It's up to you whether you want to use it or not, but it's there for you. So more features than ever before, and it keeps getting better. And it's available in white or black. The retail price is going for $899. A little bit about the outputs. So if you look back compared to the Node Nano, it has a little bit more outputs. It has a sub-up. If you have a subwoofer, you can connect any subwoofer, active subwoofer to it. They have the additional low frequencies. You can do a coax up, you can do an optical up, you can do an RCA out as well. And you can plug in your TV via HDMI. So if you need a little bit more inputs and outputs, this is where you get the N132. But if you don't need any of those, the Node Nano is actually sufficient. This is just a comparison of the old Node and the new Node. The N130 uses a PCM542 Texas Instrument DAC, and the new Node we're using ESS DAC, which is actually quite a step up from the previous DAC. The Bluetooth, the Node previously aptX HD, and now with the Node N122 adaptive. And these are some of the software upgrades that I just talked about just now. Compare it to the Node Nano and the Node. Well, if you notice, some of the noticeable difference are just on the headphone amplifiers. But in terms of the DAC, it's the same. And the audio performance measurements are there. Alright, so right now, let's listen to the Node N122. Again, we're going to use the same track, same volume, and hear how it sounds. Okay. Let's move on to probably the highlight for today, the Node icon. So the Node icon was just launched actually, if you actually go into social media, there's actually a lot of rave about it. We have users starting to get their slots in. In fact, actually, for those who are getting it today, you're probably one of the first few customers to get the Node icon in your hands if you buy it. And so let's talk a bit about the design or the cabinet materials that's used for the Node icon. Alright, aluminium chassis, casing, top glass panel with a polycarbonate finishing here at the sides here. Polycarbonate, why? Polycarbonate is because for Wi-Fi signals, so that you don't need to have an ugly antenna sticking in the back of it to receive Wi-Fi connections. It has the LCD screen on the front, non-touch screen, just for information. And on top here, you have your standard BLUESOUND UI user interface with the proximity sensor. You can see right here. 5 presets that you can actually press on. When your hand approaches the top panel, proximity sensor, it pops up. Your play and pause button, previous, next button, and you can actually control the volume here as well using the slider. So that's the design of the Node icon. Let's talk about the output of the Node icon. So it's actually a step up from the previous Nodes. One of the highlight that a lot of customers are actually looking forward to is actually the balance out. You can see here. For the first time ever for the Node series, they have actually introduced balance out for music streamer. Second most interesting thing is the USB-C, where you can connect to your computer to play music via your computer. It has 2 USB-A. You can actually do an RCA in as well. So if you have a CD player or you have analog player, you can actually connect via analog in as well. You can do a sub out. You can do a sub out as well, and you can connect via HDMI. Okay, so the highlight is the balance out. Now let's talk about the specifications. Just now I mentioned to you that DACs across it are the same, but guess what? The icon gets 2 of it. So why 2 of it? Because it is a dual mono DAC design, whereby each DAC will run at negative phase and positive phase. So what it does is actually with 2 DACs, you get better imaging, you get better differentiation of the sound, and that's why, and you have lower distortion in that sense. So it improves the dynamics of the sound as compared to the Node Nano and the N122. And sorry, you got 2 of that. Well, obviously you will pay like more, right? So some people will say, oh, but we get the same DAC across all the other nodes. How does this differ than others? Okay, you add another one in it. So negative phase, positive phase running both at the same time, so you get better differentiation of the sound. We also use low noise regulators, and the interesting thing about this streamer is that it comes with an ADC as well, an analog to digital converter from ESS as well, which is 926 ADC. So what is an ADC? Because you have an RCA in, whatever analog signals that you're putting into the icon, the ADC will be able to convert the signals. Basically, analog signals are like waves, right? Then you convert it to digital signals, which is like bit rates and samples. So it does that in a very smooth way. So it converts that in a very smooth way. Alright? Again, it comes with a AAA THX headphone amplifiers, but this time, 2 full-size headphone jacks on the left and the right, so that you can have a little bit of better cable management for your headphones. We actually use Nishikon caps. Nishikon is a Japanese manufacturer for capacitors. They actually have a factory in, not far from here, actually, in Selangor, in Malaysia. Very good audio grade capacitors. They are designed for audio devices that we put into the power supply. So that's what you get. The others is other manufacturers, alright? And let's talk a little bit about the software. Okay? Pretty much the same as the N132. You have Dolby digital playback. You connect it via HDMI to your TV. You have Dirac Live ready, which is ready, targeted to be ready about Q1 of 2025. And you can pick DSD playback as well. So I want to talk this. One of the key software is actually this software technology called QRONO. So some of you might be wondering, what's QRONO all about? So if you know that Lenbrook actually acquired MQA Labs, and we have actually came up with our new software technology called QRONO. So QRONO, basically what it does is about aligning the timing during the conversion of digital to audio conversion. When the digital signal is coming into analog, the conversion process, QRONO comes in to align the timing of latency back to the original audio recording studio. So what it actually does is it's coming in milliseconds. Let's say they find it that there's a delay in the conversion, in the process of the conversion. There's a delay. QRONO comes in and say, hey, let's aligning everything back according to the original source file, studio file. So this is actually technology that's developed by MQA Labs. Okay. Alright. Try my best to explain to you in more layman terms. Okay. It can be a bit technical. Alright, so let's listen to the icon. Again this time, same track. And this, we ready, Rina? Yep, and this is how it sounds.
I know a place that's quiet and cool. A place.
Is there any difference? Okay, maybe a bit too early to judge, but we can do a bit more testing later, right? Okay, lastly, the highlight, probably the second highlight of the day is this. As a token of appreciation of your presence, if you were to purchase any of our products today for just this event, we are throwing in a free gift for you. You can pick if you need it's an RCA cable by AudioQuest. We have different meter lengths that you need, or if you feel that you need an Ethernet cable from AudioQuest, we're going to throw this in for you. Alright? That's all. So, thank you for your time. Alright? What we're going to do now is, for those who just arrived, you can have a cup of coffee, because we have cappuccino, americano, green tea, water. For the rest of you, I'm here. If you have any more questions that you want to go into detail, like the OS, because some of you, I believe, are new to BLUESOUND. I believe some of you are very new to BLUESOUND. So thank you for coming. Yes, these are PWA, what we call
you can't preset it.
The Node Nano has the same DSDs across all the ESS 9039Q2M. It doesn't have outputs.
So input is
Zero.
so how does it so we are
Because the Node Nano was designed for.
Okay, thank you very much.
Enjoy.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Just what we want to check is so what we do in the connection actually does. But if you need to do more connections, the first one, because some people want to connect to
So this is the standby interface for the Node icon. So on top of here, if you take a look up here, the moment you put your fingers near to the panel on top, there's a proximity sensor where it will pop up. And these are actually presets. You can actually set presets, 5 presets, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 presets for this. Previous song, next song, play and pause button, volume sliders, volume down, volume up. So for example, I have already a preset on preset number 1. If I were to press the first preset, then this is the radio station that I set as a preset. And this is how it looks like. If I have a second preset for a radio station that I like, or whatever music that I like, I press the second preset. It goes to my presets. For my second preset, I can do a volume up, volume down, pause, play, next song. And if you actually notice, it's actually showing the beat rate of the music that you are playing right there. And again, you press pause, it goes back into the face.
Alright, that's very nice. Thank you.